Hey YouTube family, how you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Sawtooth Part 2. We have the Sawtooth on the bench, partially disassembled, and we have a ton of parts. No, not the couple parts that are in the neck pocket there in the bag. I'm talking these parts. We got some black tele knobs. We got a black string through body plate. We have black strap buttons. We have black Music Lily Pro tuners. We have a black jack plate. We have a black bridge. Not sure that's going to be direct fit, but we're going to find out in a minute. And we have a black neck plate. So, as you may have deducted, we're blacking this thing out. And we're going to be installing some tele pickups in there with these tele pickup adapter rings for humbuckers. So first thing to do is take this humbucker ring, put it on top of the humbucker. Once these are centered, I'll just mark these 4 holes, because these 4 holes in each of the corners are identical. Alright, that's finished. That was easy. So I just lined up these drill bits all the way through, pressed them into the screw hole, did the same thing over here. Alright, locked them in, make sure they were nice and square. These pickups are well lined up over this bridge anyway, so piece of cake. Just took this bridge off, and look how perfect these routs are for the string through body holes. Wow! That's crazy. That is well done. And look at this nice route for the grounding wire. And they got that all nice and coiled, indented into the wood here, so it doesn't cause any lift of the bridge plate. Very nicely done, Sawtooth. I'm impressed. The original bridge is a 5-hole, so 3 at the bottom, 2 at the top. String through, obviously. The new bridge is a 4-hole, but at the back. But the good thing is, if I superimpose this one on top of this one, the center hole lines up perfectly, and all 6 string through. So I can just put this on here, secure the center hole, and and then I can drill out the other 4. How I'll do that is I'll put the neck in, and I'll measure from the nut to the edge of the bridge plate and nut to the edge of the bridge plate before drilling the other holes. And these other holes will not be in the way, so it's all good because it'll be hidden. No problemo. And that's gonna look cool, man. Black on black. All right, just took everything out of the cavity, got the pickups out, just pulling out these string ferrules. They're not glued in there. They just pop right out. But on the first one, I dropped my pliers and I put a little ding in the back there. There's dings all over this thing the way it was packaged from Amazon, so I guess it's not too bad. I found some 250K pots that I'll be installing for the tele pickups I'm going to be putting in. So yeah, it's coming along. Now, what do you think the chances are that this black string through body plate is just going to drop in there? I'll guarantee you it's going to be slim to none. Because for one thing, these holes aren't lined up, they're crooked. And for another, I've never had one that just fit without modifications. So we'll see. No, not even close. So some people just drill these out bigger. The last few guitars, I've just taken the router and just routed a straight channel in here, and then just dropped that in there. But you know what? These line up actually pretty good. So maybe just drilling them bigger would work with this. Anyway, I'll try that, and then if that doesn't work, I'll do the router thing. Alright, so drilling out the bigger holes, still doesn't work. That little plate still doesn't fit. So what I'm going to do is, so I got my Dremel, I got a little router bit in there, and I got a little kind of a router attachment. Now it's open here on this side so I can see what I'm doing. And I just have it set. I don't know if you can see that. There's not much of a bit showing on the tip of that. So the tip of that bit is pretty much, you know, the length of these ferrules on the bottom of the plate, right? Just like that. So I'm just going to route out a square channel on the back of this. And once that plate's there, it's never coming off again. So it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to freehand it because this wood is so soft. Ha ha! There you go. Pops right in there. So now we take the screw that it came with, put that in place, measure the screw length, just make sure the drill bit's smaller than the screw. Lovely! There's one completely shielded cavity. So I'm taping a piece of shielding tape to this Allen wrench. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I'm going to slide this Allen wrench through the pickup cavity here. Grab the tape on the other end. You see that there? So now the shielding tape is coming out right here. It's going all the way through, out of the hole. So now this cavity is connected to this one. Once I shield all this on top of that tape, they'll all be like connected. Did the same thing with the bottom one. All right, we're shielded. Top, bottom, rear, through and through. So we're just going to clean up this guitar and start reassembling. All right, just put the neck back on, and I just wanted to make sure that these saddles are going to intonate properly, because sometimes you never know, right? So I just took a measuring tape and I checked, and I got 25.5, and I still have room to move forward and backward on these saddles. So I should be fine. All right, just putting these pickups in. This one went in perfectly, no issues whatsoever. But the bottom one, you'll notice I have two pieces of tape there, because these Tele back plates, they are a little too big. This top corner up here and this bottom corner here, because the pickup isn't a slant, it doesn't really fit. So I'm just going to take a Dremel wheel with a sanding disc on it, and I'm going to take some meat off right here in the center where this top point is, and right there at the bottom. Got the volume pots in, got the switch in. I'm going to reuse the original jack. There we go. Wish these jack plates came with black mounting hardware. Anyway, all right, I'm going to install that. Just finishing soldering up the internals. And that's it. There you have it. I could have cut some more wire, make it cleaner, but you never know. I want to take those Tele pickups out someday and put something else in there. So I got a 47 cap on the tone pot. I don't know if I should have gone with a 22 maybe, whatever, but it was one I had here, so I figured I'd use it. I think we're good. We got to throw some strings on this thing. Oh, tuners. We got to change those tuners. Got to put the black ones on. I just took these tuners out, and Man, they are really, really loose. Look at the poles in there. They're branded like W, so I don't know if that's Sawtooth or if that's like Wilkinson. But anyways, like maybe you guys can tell me. There's a picture of a headstock, sort of, and then the W is superimposed on top of it. So we're going with these Music Lily locking tuners, and there is no slop in these whatsoever, none. And the gears, they're nice. So yeah, we're gonna go with these. One thing I love about Music Lily is their stuff is always a perfect fit. It's good quality, prices are low, but they always throw in little extras, like these tiny screws that you always lose, right? Because you drop one and you don't know where it went. They throw in an extra one. It's great. Okay, well, that's what it looks like. Pickups are a lot closer than on a regular telly, so I don't know what this is going to sound like. But yeah. Anyway, those black tuners really bring out the black lettering and those black inlays. Really cool. I wish this nut was black, but I'm not changing it because it's so perfectly cut. All right, got to change the strap buttons to black and we'll be ready to test this thing. All right, so the only problem with these Music Lily strap buttons is that they come with the typical screws. And these screws are super small. See how there's only like 3/4 of an inch sticking out of the strap button? And these bodies, I don't know what they are, but they are super light and super soft. Like any little thing will dent it. So that's going to work loose in no time flat. So I'm going to swap out these screws for these screws. So check out the difference. Right? So I'm going to put these guys in there because they'll fit through the strap button. They sit in there nicely. And there's about 1.25 inches sticking out that'll dig into the wood. And I'm not even going to drill this. I'm going to let it make its own thread so that's nice and tight. All right, just finishing up, setting up the action and the intonation, and I'm just tweaking string height a slight bit. Once it settles, things seem to change a bit. I think we are almost ready to connect to an amp. Acoustic. Just going to install the truss rod cover again. And you know that extra little screw that Music Lily gives for the tuners? Well, I can substitute this black screw for the chrome one that was originally on this cover plate. Ha! Perfect. Black screw. Can't even see it. So here it is. The 24 fret Sawtooth Hybrid Telecaster. Black on black. This was kind of a fun project. Weighs nothing. Crazy. Doesn't make sense how light this thing is. Bridge pickup. Clean. Full tele mode. And by the way, these are M-Musi Telecaster pickups. So when I did the Barry mods on Barry's guitar, when I put the Seymour Duncan humbuckers in it, he told me that I could have these pickups for a project, and I just so happened to have a project. So, M-Musi Telecaster pickups. Woo! guys say, wow, that sucks. That doesn't sound like a Tele. Well, it isn't. The spacing of these pickups are different because they're in the humbucker outs, which are different than a Tele configuration for sure. And I'm just using this tiny little Vox head with a 110-inch speaker. So it's not going to sound huge. And I'm not running through any computer software, just my tiny pedal board that you guys have seen and cell phone mic. That's it. What you get is what you get. I got delay on. Better take that off. Somebody might get upset that that's not a clean sound if the delay's on. So there's the no delay. I like delay. I like it better than reverb. It just kind of adds a little dimension to your sound. In case you're wondering, I'm just using a cheap $49 Donner delay that I got on Amazon. Middle position. Both tune really well. Neck position. Oh, that's not dark at all. Bit of drive. Oh, that's cool. position with some drive. Neck position. Higher gain on the bridge. Middle position. Folks, there is the Sawtooth Hybrid Telecaster. Thanks a lot for following me on this. Let me know what you think. I think it's cool. I like it. So you guys take care. God bless. And I'll see ya in the next video.